So today, Sony's RX1R Mark III landed on our desk. Is this a Leica killer? Is it a man toy? It's certainly quite pricey. Let's take a deep look at it for a second. Back in 2012, Sony launched the RX1. It was a travel photographer's dream, street photographer's tool. It was updated to the Mark II, and now 2025, we have the long-awaited Mark III. What does it do better? It does have more megapixels, a 61 megapixel camera. But how does this compare to Sony's existing line? So as a wedding photographer, obviously I have a few personal favorites. My Sony A9 Mark III, it's super quick, 120 frames per second, it's like super fast video. It's a global shutter. This is a game changer. For wedding photographers, I like this a lot. It does only have a 24 megapixel sensor, which is great for video. It's great, the outputs are great for what I need it to do. In German they say, völlig ausreichend. Sony's A1 Mark II, my second favorite camera. It's their flagship. It shoots 30 frames per second, it's not quite as fast. It does have a mechanical shutter. I like the feel of that. This one's actually in a cage because I shoot a lot of video with this one. If it needs to do it, this can do it. Now both these cameras are big. In fact, they're normal size. They're not big, but they are comparatively big. Both these cameras are full frame sensors, slight bit of weight behind them, put a lens on them. It's quite a bit to carry. For day-to-day work, absolutely spot on. The Sony RX1R Mark III is small, it's compact. Check out that comparison. It's also a full frame. It does have a smaller battery, it only uses an SD card, but we'll come to those details a little later. So let's get to the sensors, because this really is the heart of Sony's work. Sony's A9 Mark III. Global shutter, what's that all about? Banding-free photography and filmmaking. Large size battery, 24 megapixel sensor, does everything super fast. Sony's A1 Mark II, 30 frames per second, 50 megapixel sensor, also large battery, full frame sensor, does everything just really well. This is a great film and photographer's dream. So just as a recap, this is super fast. Does it need to be so fast? It does for wildlife, it does for sports photography. This is fast enough. The question is this fast enough? The RX1R Mark III, 10 frames per second, pretty much industry standard. For the purpose this is designed for, absolutely more than adequate. So it makes sense that if a camera shoots video, I should talk about video. Now, honestly, video is not my strong point. I am primarily a photographer. For that, I have Tyrese in the background. Yes, I do shoot video. I use an FX30 and an FX3. This will shoot video. It will do pretty much most of the things that other cameras will do. It has 4K 60 over sample. It has 4K over 60 sample capability. 4K 60. You see, I can't do video. It's not me. Let's just move on from video. It can do up to 4K 60 in 10-bit 422. Is that really important? Just saying. But one thing that is super cool about the video function is the auto reframing. Now this is something we've seen in some of the other more compact versions of Sony's cameras. It will literally reframe and almost follow you if you're doing like a headshot recording clip. The A9 Mark III, 4K 120, 6K oversampled, and for those professional filmmakers among us, Pro codecs. Essential for filmmakers, a full-size HDMI output. Of course, this little camera doesn't have one of those. When it comes to video, I think I've mentioned this before, Sony's A1 Mark II is the beast. Not a beast, the beast. Up to 8K 30 frames, 4K 120. And this can shoot RAW, 16-bit over HDMI. Of course, these have the world-famous EF mount. It's the Sony standard, interchangeable. There's not much that won't fit on this. I don't even know how many lenses Sony have in their range. This, of course, is fixed. It's a 35mm f2. One cool thing about it, it has a macro mode hidden away here in the lens. So although it doesn't have interchangeable lenses, what it does have is crop factors. Now, this will crop down to 50mm lens and a 70mm lens. In fact, this one's pre-programmed with the C1 button. I hit this, it goes from 35 to 50 and from 50 to 70. Now, of course, that only affects the JPEGs. The RAWs are still full size, but with 61 megapixels, loads of space for cropping. So both these cameras take SDs, they also take CFX Express A's. I have mine loaded with CFX Express A's, 1 terabytes, obviously as a professional, that's what I need. I'm shooting a lot of video, I'm shooting a lot of images. On a full load of battery, these will last for probably 600 to 700 shots. That varies depending on the battery, of course. Now, this is a little special. It's compact, it's tiny. You're gonna have to accept a certain bit of compromise. This will only take an SD card, although I'm putting 256s in here. Tufts from Sony, unbeatable. But it comes with the new FZ, or FZ, for those of you who speak American, FZ1 battery. It's smaller, compactor. It'll shoot around about 400 to 450 frames. Shots, images, pictures in English. Obviously, if you're on the road for a whole day, this will just about shoot for a day, street photography wise. Obviously, if I was shooting a wedding or something more commercial, I'd need something a lot more power. Having said that, I've been on the road with one of these for a whole day. Yes, I did manage to get the battery to empty, plugged it into the car, charged it up in about half an hour, was ready to go for the rest of the day. It really is super, super quick and super efficient. Now, I only chose these cameras to compare it to because these are my standard go-to, apart from the FX3 and FX30. So to pricing, obviously, I'm quoting in euros. These are professional cameras with a professional price tag. We're talking of somewhere between 6,000 and 7,000 euros. This on the market for just over 5,000 euros plus extras. It's big money for a small camera, but we'll come to my verdict in a minute. So, what's my verdict, the moment we've been waiting for? You can't really compare these cameras. I've done a today comparison between these because these are cameras that I use. This is a very elaborate, beautiful point and shoot camera. It has an incredible lens, f2 35mm, the bokeh is lovely. I like getting up nice and close to people, so I like this. It's small, it's compact. I have fairly big hands, I'm told. I can still use this. I've been on the road with this for about a week now. It works really well. It's a street photographer's dream. I love taking portraits with it, interestingly enough. It's great for hanging out with the family. One thing I did discover is I use this as a second camera at a wedding, and whenever I pulled this out, and I pulled this out to shoot with, nobody really paid any attention to me. Now, take one of these out with a lens on it, like a 50 to 150, you'll be seen coming from a long way. So, you know, it depends on what you want to shoot. As I say, there's no perfect camera for every situation. So I think I even in one of my previous clips called this sexy. if sexy was applied to a camera, I think this is sexy. It just does everything it needs to do. It does it quickly and it looks honestly quite stylish. Now I live in Berlin and you see a lot of people out there with little cameras hanging around their necks. I actually found myself with this wonderful leather strap, walking around with this right here. I've never done that before, it's not really my thing. However, what would you carry in if you needed a bag? Well, interesting enough, Oberwerth, love Oberwerth. German production, great bags, mostly leather. This one is not leather, but it is green and it is compact. And it literally just arrived. So you get 2 into 1 here. You get an unboxing today. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Oh, I do like a bit of leather. I think this is very smart. And I'm wearing the right attire for today for this. Obviously the strap on it, but the strap wasn't on that. I could get 2 of these in here if I could afford 2 of them. This does fit really nicely in there. There's even space for phone, cards, SD card holder. There's even a small place for my AirTag. Has this crazy pull-out system. It's really nice. Yeah, and like crazy cameras like the Sony RX1R III, this also has a crazy name. It's the Relon Bag XS. Yes, Relon is the material they're using. They're using recycled plastics, I believe. Feels really nice. It looks like everything would just wash off of this. So thanks for being with me today. Yes, this has been my first review. Was that a review? I think I reviewed it. I certainly gave you my verdict on it. Thanks for tolerating me. Thanks for putting up with me. Please subscribe, please like, please follow. I kind of enjoyed today. I've really enjoyed working with Tyrese on this. He's standing in the back, smiling at me. He's kind of managing me. I want to do more. Give me some ideas. What do you want to know about? What do you want to hear from David on the road?